Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm April. So for today's reading, I am using two of my favorite cards for my for reading. That is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and my Starseed Oracle card. And this reading is for my Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Libra for the month of July 2020. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to click that subscription button and click on the bell notification so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video for you. So without further much ado, my dear Libra, let's start with your reading. So I would love to start your reading by going first with your Oracle card, which is Karmic Relationships. And it says here, Orion Energy, Polarity, Soul Growth, and Conflict. It's very nice. Love the illustration on this one. And what this card means, or what this card is asking you, is how can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? So, let me read that to you again. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? And so the Oracle card has some inquiry for you to ponder about. And that inquiry is, which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? And how are you being called to allow growth through conflict? So I feel that for the month of July 2020, my dear Libra, is that you're going to be taking a back seat when it comes to your relationship. This is going to be a month of introspection for you, and you would be at a point where it's funny because the word that keeps popping up in my head while doing this reading is stop resisting. Stop resisting what life is giving you and providing to you, because the source of our pain and suffering is basically caused by our resistance to life. Things shouldn't be the way they should be, or you're constantly complaining about your relationship with your partner, with your coworker, with your friends, with your significant other. So a lot of our pain and suffering is brought about by resistance. And so what the karmic relationship card is asking you is take a step back. See the forest for the trees. And also examine your beliefs about relationship, because this is going to be a very, very powerful month for you, my dear Libra, because you have the Ten of Swords supporting the Oracle card. And to me, the Ten of Swords represents an ending of a cycle. It also represents a very painful ending or surrendering to life. And so, again, going back to what I was saying a while ago, the universe is asking you for the month of July 2020 to surrender. Sometimes the biggest, most impactful action that we can do is to let things be as they are and stop resisting. Be grateful for everything in your life. And sometimes when you take that step of just having this grateful attitude, is when you start seeing changes in your life. Because I feel that for the month of July, you're going to be taking a lot of action, which is supporting the Ten of Swords, which is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands to me is a card of passion and will. But you have to take the first step of surrendering. You have to accept your situation so that your actions for the month of July 2020 would not be coming from a place of negativity, but from a place of positivity. And how you and you're probably asking, April, how am I going to do that? How am I going to embrace that attitude of non-resistance to life? You could start by completely giving up your complaints about your relationship. You could start by dissolving that picture in your head of what a relationship should look like. Then I think at that point, when you have dissolved that idea in your head of how your relationship should look like, if you have stopped complaining about your relationship, then the action that would be coming out from that would be coming from a place of acceptance and non-resistance. And that would give you exactly the results that you want. Because this could either go both ways for you, my dear Libra. You could either transform this relationship by staying in this relationship, or transform this relationship by leaving this relationship. Because you have to remember, it says here on your oracle card, soul growth. There is growth in conflict. Not all conflicts are negative. Sometimes it is essential for conflicts to happen. And sometimes your biggest spiritual teacher is the conflict, the sadness that you are experiencing in your relationship. So I feel for the month of July 2020, my dear Libra, your relationship would be your best spiritual teacher for the upcoming months. I feel that July is going to be a transformational month for you. But you have to come from a place of acceptance and non-resistance. And the only way that you could do that is just dropping your complaints. Stop complaining. And accepting what is. And when you're coming from that perspective, then actions are going to come. Correct actions are going to spring about, coming from a place of compassion and acceptance. So your big message for this month, my dear Libra, is do not resist. Stay grateful, stay humble, stay compassionate, stay kind, which is, to me, is a natural quality of a Libra, so that you could bring transformation to your relationship and also to your life. Okay, so that is my reading for you, my dear Libra, for the month of July 2020. If this video resonated with you, please remember to click that like button and remember to subscribe to my channel and click that bell notification as well. Have a blessed July 2020, my dear Libra, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.